In our last notes, we looked at monomials and how to multiply two monomials. In these notes, we're going to look at more examples of multiplying monomials and also division. So we're going to look at products and quotients. So remember from 5.1, the product of powers rule says that when you multiply powers with the same base, you add the exponents. Well, you can probably infer the quotient of powers rule. When you divide powers with the same base, you subtract the exponents. And then coefficients get divided normally. So when you multiply powers, you multiply the coefficients. When you divide powers, you divide the coefficients. So we're adding exponents and subtracting exponents, but multiplying and dividing the coefficients. Let's try it. So on example 1 here, we have some division problems. The first one is a to the 6th over a to the 2nd. Keep the base the same and subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4, so this is a to the 4th. What's really happening is a to the 6th means we have 6 a's on top there, and a squared means we have 2. And so you can think of this as just them canceling each other out. A over a is 1, a over a is 1, there are 4 a's left, so a to the 4th. For example B, remember, even if the base is a number, keep it the same and do the exponent operation. So keep the base of 3, 5 minus 3 is 2, so 3 squared is our final power, and we can evaluate that. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 is our final answer there. If you have more than one variable, just go down the row, letter by letter, and do the operation. So first we'll start with the y's. 4 minus 2 is 2, so this is y squared. And then 3 minus 2 for z is 1, so y squared z to the first power. And that's the answer there. For example D, we have 5m to the 5th over 10m to the 3rd. So start with the coefficients. Now we've got 5 over 10. 5 divided by 10 is a decimal. What we can do is just reduce that fraction. 5/10 reduces to 1/2. And then subtract the exponents on your m's. So m to the 5th over m to the 3rd. 5 minus 3 is 2. So that's m squared like this. And to kind of simplify that, clean up how it looks, this is just m squared over 2. That 1 is not necessary because we have the m squared on top. Okay, example E, 8x to the 6th over 4x to the 4th. Again, start with the coefficients. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And 6 minus 4 for the x's is 2 as well, so x squared. So 2x squared is our answer there. For example F, we have two quotients being multiplied. So if you take a quick look and see if there's anything to simplify first, nothing jumps out. Let's go ahead and multiply first and then divide. So if we multiply straight across, 2 times 10 is 20, and then we have x to the 5th, y to the 3rd. On the bottom, 5x to the 4th, y, just like that. Now we can simplify more. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 5 minus 4 for the x's is 1, so just x. And 3 minus 1 for the y's is 2, so y squared. So 4xy squared. Example G, we're multiplying 2x cubed over y squared times y to the 5th. Now, kind of imagine this has a 1 in the denominator. So just multiply straight across like we just did. 2x cubed times y to the 5th is 2x cubed y to the 5th. Nothing really changed. All over y squared. And now we can simplify the y's. So 5 minus 2 is 3, so 2x cubed, y cubed. So we did 5 minus 2 there on the y's. For example H, again, just multiply straight across. negative 2m to the 5th over 2h cubed m to the 3rd. It doesn't necessarily matter what order you write those variables in. I just tend to do alphabetical because that's sort of proper notation, but I won't be that picky on an assignment. Just alphabetical order is sort of the right way to write those. But now we can simplify. Negative 2 over 2, do that first. That equals negative 1. And then we have 5 minus 3 for m's. That's 2. Now the h's, there are no h's on the top here. So we just leave those on the bottom. H cubed stays down here. And we can clean that up a little bit. This is just negative m squared over h cubed, like that. That negative sign can go in the front, and we don't need the 1 since we have something in the numerator. So there you have it. Hopefully not too bad. When multiplying, remember to multiply coefficients and add exponents. And when dividing, divide the coefficients, subtract the exponents, and pay attention to where something will end up. For example, here, those h's ended up in the denominator.